Hello. Welcome. The sun's out. That's weird. Let's do some work. So, was recently approached. Hey, could you do an unpacking of a program? I said, we can take a look. Send me the program. And so they did. I believe it's called Music. Something like that. Music? Music app. 7Z. Alright, so let's get ourselves a new folder. And of course, we're going to get a pop-up over here. Let's name that Music app. We didn't get a pop-up. Crazy. Nice. When I get home from work, I'll try to catch up. Well, alright. Okay, so we've got that, and it looks like it's called Dreamer. And if we run it, this is a demo version of Dreamer. Save features are disabled. So only thing is we can't save. Well, alright. See what happens. Save. Untitled. Save. You cannot save as this is the demo version. Alright, let's close this. Let's grab protection ID. Because I'm told that it's packed. Really what I want to do is try to just open it in Ollie and see what happens. And then we'll do protection ID. Rule number 1. Open in Ollie. See what you're up against. M comes before all those letters. Eating pumpkin flavored frozen yogurt. How is this a stream idea? I mean, I'll eat pumpkin flavored frozen yogurt all day. Bash scripting is fun. Started doing that when I was about 6 years old. Alright. So, immediately we see push AD, which tells me one of two things. Probably UPX. Or something older. I'm covering up chat. There we go. So, for every push AD, there must be a pop AD. Correct. So this looks like UPX. Let's search for command pop 80. By Jove! No pop 80. Search for all commands. There we go. So 454. Oh, let's just do this on all of them. And hit run. Well, that's a return and a terminate, so clearly something else. Alright, let's see what protection ID says. Let's try PE Explorer, see what it says. Probably expired. 1 day's left. Ah, it's not UPX. Warning, import section follows the resource section. Interesting. Alright, protection ID. Where are you, protection ID? There you are. Bit shape PE crypt version 1.5 detected. So we want to look up bit shape. And if we pop on over to the tools or tutorials, I think it's in tools. There it is. There's a link of a great unpacker. Let's go to tutorials. It's index-of.es. And let's go to unpacking. What is this link? I'm in the stream chat, so if you're talking to me, find me in the stream chat. Bit shape. What the hell? Rewind. Alright, let's go back up. Let's go to reversing tools, unpack me collection, and unpacking tutorials. How about that? Don't see this one in there. Interesting. .NET PE32. Well, alright, let's do a little bit of the Google. Bit shape. PE crypt. So it looks like it's just a packer. Ah. So it's just Yoda's successor. Yoda's. Crypter 1.xx. Let's take a look at that. No, that can't be right. Dreamer. Push AD. Let's do Control A. Search for names. Looks about right. Oh, it calls the very next line, which means it needs an address. Okay. So we're going to do an F8, F8, and now we're here. Now, this is a trick to get your current EIP. You'll notice that the return is our EIP, and now we've put our EIP minus 1 byte in EBP. So now our frame pointer points to our current reference minus 1. And if we go to, you can't go to EBP because it's nowhere on the stack. But now it's going to subtract from that this strange value, 402055. There's only one reason for that. So here is most likely the length of the program, something like that. And then if we go move ECX 97B, let's see what that does. Okay, so EBP plus 40209D is going to go into EDI. And that is very close to where we are. AE is right here. Let's see what happens. So we're going to move into ESI, that same value. All right. LODS, the byte that is there. Now, what is LODS, are you asking? Well, help on command. Loads byte at address ESI into the register AL. If flag D is cleared, increments ESI by 1. Otherwise, ESI by 1. Decrements ESI by 1. So, flag D is cleared. It will increment ESI by 1. And it's going to move that byte into AL. So, watch AL. This holds an I. And if we follow it in the dump, which isn't going to do us much good, but we'll hit F8, and we'll see that our I is now in AL. Now CLC, we could guess all day what it means, or you can do this. Clears carry flag. All other flags remain unchanged. So the carry flag, or the C, would get cleared. D is already cleared. So we're going to do that, and you'll notice that ESI incremented by 1. Now it's going to decrement AL. So not an I, but an H. And then we're going to jump to there, which is weird, but okay. And we're going to roll right AL by 38. Which did nothing. Is that not roll right? Rotate right. Contents of the ABA register cyclically 38 times to the right. Okay. This is just to set flag C. It will hold the value of the last byte. Okay. So then we have another jump, which is weird. We're going to add to ALD7. Then we're going to roll left by 81. You'll see that carry is currently there because we went over. And now we're going to come back. So we went forward by adding D7, and now we're going to roll or rotate left 81. And that's going to clear our carry. And then we're going to XOR AL with CC. There's a random nope. Then we're going to subtract from AL what's in CL. Now remember, we set CL up here when we set ECX to 97B. So now we're going to subtract just 7B from B2. All right. And then we're going to do a jump. We're going to add 54. We're going to add 11. Why those are two separate things, I'm not sure. We're going to nope. We're going to rotate left 28, which of course is going to set the C register to the last bit, which is 0. And we did overflow. So our overflow is now 1. Now STC. What does it mean? What do you mean? It's not about fun or not. I'm supposed to be there slaving away without... For free. You don't get paid. Sets carry flag. All of the flags remain unchanged. What do you know? And then CLC is going to clear it. What the hell? Clears carry flag. All of the flags remain unchanged. Do we have any other threads? Nope. Okay, we're going to set it and clear it. Alright. Let's rotate left 11 more. Carry flag is set. We're going to subtract from AL A4. Then we're going to add CL to it again. And then we're going to set the carry flag, which was already set. We're going to add CL to AL again. Then we're going to jump. And then we're going to STOS byte, which should be store. Stores the contents of register AL in the memory address EDI. If flag D is cleared, increments EDI by 1. D is cleared, EDI is here, which I would not think that would be writable memory, but it is. And you'll see that that was our first byte before, so it's just going to go ahead and decrypt here. And watch the 69, it's going to change into an 8B. Oh, it changed. And now it's going to loop short. Now, loop is a funny little thing. D increments 32-bit register ECX, then checks it for 0. If ECX is not 0, jumps to address blah, which is just going to be defined here. To write a loop that executes n times, use move into ECX. So if we recall, ECX was this 97B. Now, does ECX ever get decremented? Does this do it? Yeah, it does decrement it. And we also know that this is going to... So in the decryption of the bytes, it uses that last value. So each byte's going to be n different. So we go back through it. And now we should be operating on 7. Well, we're not quite there yet. Oh, I've changed it. We've already added and jumped the gun a bit, but... We're on this byte here, which is AF. And when we get down to all this, it's going to store it. Now it's a 4-4. And so clearly we want a breakpoint right here. Now, the Ollie is having a hard time with this. So I'm going to analysis, remove analysis from module, so we can actually see what the hell is going on. And go to EIP. Now you see that there's a jump there, so that didn't really help. Remove. Okay, so we're going to wait on that. We're going to analyze code real quick. We're going to breakpoint right here after that loop. But this is, this jumps to the beginning of the loop until this is 0. So we will land here, and then once we do land here, we will remove that analysis so we can read the rest of this. And that's where the confusion comes in. So let's hit run. Oh my god, we're here. And you'll notice that these bytes changed quite a bit. And that's because our first byte, AE, is right here. So we're literally decrypting the next code just below, like as it goes, this right here is doing some decryption on it. It's more or less just a CRC. Like, to be honest, if any of this was modified, then it would be. See, now if we analyze, we can read the rest of the code now. And from here, it's going to do that unpack. And most likely now I can find my pop AD, which is right here. And that's why we didn't find it before. Because with anything that uses push AD, it is going to do a pop AD. I guarantee it. When, you may never know. Jump to int 3. That would be a break point. Hopefully we, yeah, okay, so hopefully we go over that, which this may be some type of is debugger present. We'll find out. Move into EAX ESP plus 20. Well, it's the D word that's at ESP plus 20. So we'll follow, we'll go to ESP plus 20. It's going to put in this right here to EAX. And it does. It's going to increment it. Jump if short. Now, increment, or not short, but jump if sign. So if sign S is 1, jumps to the instruction. Now, increment is where things get interesting. Increment 32-bit register EAX. The result is the same as when you execute add EAX, but flag C doesn't get changed. Flags O, S, Z, A, and P are set according to the results. So this is going to move ones to EBP plus this address until this flips signs, which we're not far off, i.e. it gets to FFFF -1. You could also check the overflow for it. All right, so let's continue on. So we're going to move 1 to some random place, EBP plus, blah. Now let's follow that in the dump memory address. Lots of ones. Just one, but eventually it'll be lots of ones. So now we're going to move 40204F, which is above us. Oh, no, it's not. It's O2, which, yeah, I guess technically it's going to be above us, but let's find out. 45FO60, which is above us right here, which is the beginning of our entire program. That's a little strange, right? Let me pull back over the chat just in case people are trying to talk. I know AV lock is a joke, at least when it comes to Borland Delphi. How y'all doing? Doing all right? Hello! Hello, Cassius. I used to be pretty until my brother Cassius hit me in the face with a shovel. That WS unpack mic can handle that one, but the only way to try it. Well, try it. All right, so what are we going to be doing with that? That's interesting. Move ECX62A. And then call this. EDI A29 move AL. See what's happening here? EDI, clear it out. XR, the byte that's at EDI, which we just put this in. Exchange return. So we'll run through it one time. I'm going to hit F7. Move to EDI. What's in EAX? Clear out EAX. Clear out EBX. Clear out EDX. We don't need them. Move into AL, the byte that's at EDI. That's a 60. And of course, we know that that's our push AD. Way up wherever the hell it was. Right here. Alright. F8. What the hell was that noise? So, notifications. We multiply EDX. We've done that. EAX went kaput. And then we're going to add to EBX, EAX, which is still kaput. We're going to increment EDX, increment EDI, go to the next byte, and we're going to loop. Move to AL. It's an E8. Multiply by EDX, which is now a 1. It's going to stay E8. Add EBX to EAX, increment EDX, increment EDI, loop, move byte, multiply EDX, which is now 0, because it was already 0, add, loop, 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 move, 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 lots of zeros. And you'll see that by the end of this, we're going to be returning, which is going to go for a while, EBX, which is essentially going to be it's just going to be the addition of all of the bytes in that initial unpacking routine. So let's pause and see, well, let's run to here and see what it does with that information. So now we're going to exchange EAX and EBX. You see that? It's going to flip, floppity, flip, floop. There they go. And then we're going to hit return. And here we are. Now we move into dword pointer, blah, our return value, which is curious, I would say. Following dump, memory address, F8, and that's of course EBP plus a bunch of garbage. And there we go. Now moving to EAX. What's that? EBP plus this address, following dump, memory address, which is going to be down here. And it by 1. Okay, it is 1. Now we're not jumping, which tells me that we're okay. But what worries me is this. So we know we want to get here. We can only get there from here, which is there. So we should be okay. I may have to remove the analysis to see what's there, but who knows yet. EAX is going to get an address, and that's 10D, which is 45F10D is going to be right there. And that's going to go on to the stack. Move EDI EBP. Load into EAX EBP plus some stuff. 45F775. Now that's down a ways. A long ways. But you see how this is all cattywampus? I bet we're going to be working in here soon. 775. Interesting. Push EAX, always funny when it does that. Might be used as a return later. could be the original entry point. We'll find out. Push the D word that's at EBX, and EBX is, oh, FS. Okay, don't let that confuse you. There we go. Move into EBX, ESP. What the hell, impromptu stream? Alright, I'm done. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get around to one tonight, so we're just doing one right now. Moving to EBX on the FS. What's an ESP? So, there we go. Move EVP, some random 4243484B. It's pretty strange. Move AX4. Jump to an int3. Now, int3, most of the time, is going to confuse a debugger. I'm going to try to and that doesn't help. I'm going to try to manually just go over that because most likely we are not going to need an int3. And as soon as I do that, let's see if we can step over it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Son of a bitch. I'm going to go here and hit run. Alright. Alright, so XOR EBX, pop the FS, add ESP4, compare AL4, jump if equal, it is. Now this would go to our pop AD. Is there another pop AD? Oh, there's another push AD. There's another pop AD. Alright, so let's continue pressing on. Move EAX some random shit. Oh, look, it's a DOS header. Add EAX, what's that? That. Oh, look, it's PE. Is this a good channel? Is the content interesting? Is the host nice? I'm not nice. The channel's terrible. The content is boring. And I really don't even know what I'm doing, so, you know. But nice to see you, Sass. Alright, so it definitely looks like it's going to be building the beginnings of a normal PE header here pretty quick. You don't know what you're doing, and I can sign my name with my left foot. I believe you can sign your name with your left foot. You Canadians are multi-talented. Yeah, I just called you a Canadian. Yes, but in my world, two falses are always true. No, I know you're Canadian. Alright, so what library are we loading? We're loading kernel 32. Yes. I bet we're going to use get proc address here pretty quick. Oh, module handle. My bad. Get module handle. Oh, virtual protect, our good friend virtual protect. We're going to need that. Get module file name. And if you are confused as to where I'm looking at EAX. Sorry. Create file A, that's always a good one. Yeah, global allocate, global free, read file. Damn, we're going old school. Get file size. Close handle. Hey, thank you for closing your handles. It's more than most people can say. And now we're going to return to here, which was never called from. Remember that fishy push from before? Yeah, that's what that was. So, F8. This binary has symbols? Or is this normal EAX info? It's normal EAX info. It's Ollie is actually reading the address and then going off of that. So, like here, it just knows that that's a reference within kernel 32, which does have. I wish the binary had, like, you know, a PDB file. That'd be easy. All right, so now we're going to test with, is that a feature that, yes, it's definitely in the debugger. EBP 207C, 27CE, follow and dump memory address. All right, because we're going to be testing this against 10. All right. This could get a little dicey. Pop EAX. Test. All right, what are you doing? Move EDI, EBP, but what is EBP currently? What does this number represent? And why do we keep seeing that? Okay. Okay, why not just add 3C to it? Fair enough. Move ESI, EVP plus, okay. We're just doing this over and over now. 400. What in the hell? I bet we're going to write some stuff here. And I bet that that's going to be a very important address to remember. Just a guess, though. Push 4. Push ECX. It's 400. Push our spot. Okay, so now, yeah, virtual protect. And what we're doing is we're saying, hey, you know, at this place over here, go ahead and let us write it. Don't complain or anything, so we don't get access violations. And there we go. I see. .04 and get module file name A. We pushed null. Does that mean it's going to get our own file? Our buffer is here, which is here. Ah, yeah, it does. If you push null to get file name A, you get your own. ASCII. What about ASCII? Anyways, so yeah, you'll get your own file name if you call it with null. That's cool. So it's going to reference itself for something. ASCII, yes, ASCII. Push 0, 83, 0, 1, and 8 million. No, 80 million. And EDI, don't forget EDI. And what the hell are we calling? Create file. So we're going to open the file, and we're going to do open existing share read. So we're definitely going to use, so we run a program. In itself, we decrypt a section. In that section, we reference the file. This is getting interesting. Compare EAX with -1. It's not. Jump if not. Okay. Move EDI, EAX. All right. Push 0, push EDI. Get file size. Okay. So it's going to check its own file size. Great. Cool. Grand. Wonderful. 5A446. Okay. Subtract EAX by 5. So whatever our file size is, just take 5 off of it. All right. Just remove 5. And then you know what? Take whatever's in ESI and EAX and flip them around. Just go ahead and do that for me. And then let's take that old value, which would have been our return from that, and push that along with the 40. And now we're going to allocate that much space. Now this is going to be important. Pay attention, all right? Trust me. Anytime we're allocating the same amount of space as our file, we're going to want to remember this offset here. Trust me. And this is going to be a pain in the ass. Trust me on that too. Alright, so it's checking to make sure that it was able to allocate that much space. It did. And now we're going to exchange EAX and EBX. So now EAX is get proc address. Sass, what are you doing today anyways? It's Friday, right? You doing some streamling ding dong? Oh, okay. Where do you work? You don't work for EA anymore. I'm always trying to figure that one out. Like, what do you do? I thought you just, were a badass and didn't have to work. With the music and the touring. Seems like you should just be rich. I mean, I'm sure you are rich. Like, rich, but monetary rich. Who cares about that? Unreal import function. All right. Well, you gotta define what rich is to you and be it. It doesn't mean money always. Unreal import function. That sounds like fun. More fun than this. Okay, push a 0, load in EAX our string where our file's at. Push. Now ESI, do any of these hold? Yeah, it's on EBX. Push ESI, push EBX, push EDI, read file. Hey, guess what? We're reading our entire file. Hey, Wireshark should be able to monitor connection. Well, Wireshark. I work for Rainmaker Studios. I'm senior game engine pipeline programmer. So you can help me get a job? Read file, and we're going to read it into our previously allocated space. If under remote connect. All right. Not sure what you're talking about, freaking cat, but all right. Read file. Oh, look, here's our entire file. Reboot Guardian code on the Unreal Engine /editor, which we use to render the CG. Huh. Sounds a hell of a lot more interesting than what I'm doing. Move EAX EBX. Me? What kind of work do I do in real life? I sit in a chair much like this one. I have one monitor in front of me. I wear a headset on one ear with a microphone. And I say, "Thank you for calling T-Mobile Tech Care. My name is Frank. How can I help you?" And then I provide support to the team or the people who call. Yeah, I'm a Sears catalog model. Sears is so going out of business. Who calls? Everybody calls. All of the people that you would think would call. Hey, how do I turn my phone on? People, or I haven't charged my phone in 4 days, and I was on my way home from work, and the screen just went blank, and it won't turn back on. You tried charging it? Well, I will when I get home. Alright, move EAX, let's see. That was not a plug, I just turned my phone on. Bro, you are awesome. You must not be talking to me, but if you are, thanks, I already know. We're going to call right here, which is going to do some stuff, and we don't want to miss out on this stuff. So let's follow that in with an F7. Move EDI EAX. Sass, did I ever show you the keygen I made for your the Meadow? I think I just showed you results. I don't think I showed you the actual program. Self-loathing? No. I followed it around with, I already know that I'm awesome. Can you tell me how to trace SIM cards like a police? No, I can't, because they don't trace the SIM card. They trace a signal. SIM card is just a signature that ties it to a line that allows it to interface between the phone and the account. That sound went off in your last stream as well. I find it amusing. Sorry. Yeah, I had to power on a phone in my last stream as well. Let's see here. I showed everybody that I cracked it yesterday. Brand new S9. Let's see here. Cracked the screen right there. Probably can't see it very well. And it goes all the way across and down. Oh, that's an interesting one. So a fellow tech at work of mine, he says, my mom water damaged her iPhone 6 Plus and it master reset itself. That's funny. Am I going to fix it? No, because to get parts is less than the deductible. So liquid glass was a good thought. I mean, that is a good thought. I thought about that, but the impact point here is pretty much mush. And it's chipping out, falling out. So, and the LCD itself has a giant line going through it, which is just ugly. So I submitted a file for your review. It might be interesting. Okay. Ollie or it's just called Ollie Debug. I've changed the name of it, to Molly, or no, it's just Mall, because back in the day, very shitty protection would scan your running processes for anything related to Ollie or Ollie Debug, and be like, oh, you're using a debugger. Yeah, I am. So this is okay. Let's get back to work. Clear those out. We've got our info and EDI. We're going to move the byte. We're going to do that same thing where we add them all up. This is starting to look familiar, like somebody else's code that I know where it does something 8 times in a row and it doesn't need to. Sorry, a little bit of a rant there. All right, so CRC is what we call that. Let's add up all the bytes in the file and make sure that they match, okay? Okay. Then we're going to return. Yes, I noticed that the header here disappeared a bit. That's fine. I don't care. So we'll hit F8. And now we're back here. Really didn't do much. No, we did exchange that, and here's our entire file size. If you add up all of the... now, I will say that if you're using Ollie Debug, it only works 42. The answer to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, the universe, and everything is 42. Anyways, if you grab Ollie Debug, it's only going to be beneficial for x86. 64-bit, you're going to have to use x64 DBG, which is modeled after, x96 DBG, which a lot of people use them for both. I prefer this for x86 just because I'm used to the layout, the right clicks, where everything's at, and it's efficient. I haven't quite gotten used to x96 or x32 yet. It's getting there. It's getting better. Ollie's very old, hasn't been updated in a long time. The guy abandoned it at, I don't know why. but he started to make a 64-bit way back in the day and then never finished. Okay, we're storing that value. We're popping our 14. We're popping our EBX. We're loading into EAX some random value, which we've seen before, which is right here. And we're going to use that push as a jump to it. The T-Mobile sound or jingle. Yeah, no, I got you. I've never broken the glass on any of my phones. My phones get screwed up slightly. Right? Like, I've had this phone less than a month, and I was sitting right here. It slid out of my pocket, 1 foot down onto the carpeted floor, and it, like, bounced off of the corner of my plastic printer, and it shattered. My iPhone? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. This little SE, I have hucked it, thrown it, I've dropped it. There's dents all around every edge, and the screen is fine. And it fits my hand better. So, fuck it. Alright, so we're going to use this return as a jump, and of course we're going to jump to right here. And what is this call? That's a call to global free. So, yeah, now all of this memory, watch it go bye-bye. It's gone. It's free. So that virtual protect really didn't do anything but grab the total addition, or total of all the bytes inside the file. Yeah, I just showered myself. It had been a little while. I wasn't, I was a little, starting to consider I had forgotten how, because I was like, I need to take a shower. Alright, exchange EAX and ESI. ESI is containing, it was one of the checks. I don't remember. I believe it was the file size. Yes. Push EAX, push EDI, close handle. So now we're nope, that was the handle to our file. We're closing it. Thank goodness for closing your handles. Move EBX1, and this calls right here. This looks incredibly confusing and strange. It's got to be doing something, and here's another push AD. So, definitely going to be doing something crazy. F7. PE, compare DWORD ESI with 63727372. That's falling down. Vandals stole the handles. How long does it take to master assembly? You never do. It will continually confuse you. And that's like, it's a very broad general term. Like, you can read assembly, you can write assembly, you can learn assembly, you can follow it line by line. But when it comes to variation, you could write the same thing 800 times, and there's always one time you're like, I see what they did there. Not sure why, but they did. So it's always one of those puzzles you got to put together. So it's going to check and see if we have where we're at, I guess, is what I'm going to say. Because it's comparing here with 63727372. And if we were to quickly take a look of what that is. Right. Instead of learning it, just befriend somebody who'll do it for you. I'll do it over here real quick. Convert. Okay, so it's looking for the resource section here. It is not the resource section. And here it's going to be looking for, and of course if you were to convert these straight away, they're going to be backwards, so be ready for that. And again, it's looking for .rs. Didn't find it. Okay, now what's it looking for here? Relo, Relo, R-E-L-O. weird. Can't see the chat. There we go. How old am I? I'm 57. I am already working as a developer. I'm just new to reverse engineering. Yeah, that's how it goes, usually. Okay, and that's looking for the same thing with a dot in front of it. It's not going to find it because we're looking for dot text. 63. No, 57. You look so young for somebody who's 72. I keep getting older by the second. Yep. That's how it works. Swap. Text. Convert. We're looking for the one that says 74. Okay, it's going to shift it here pretty quick because it's not. None of these are going to find anything. Push AD. Push it. 57 or 72? You're not 57. You look younger than me, and I'm 49. See, if you want to know somebody's age, you blurt out a random one, and then they will tell you theirs. And you still don't know mine. In the words of Dave Chappelle, gotcha, bitch! No. Alright. Hair, nice, and block. Unless you use yeah, it's not black. It's brown, I swear. Should be around 30. Definitely not 36. No, I am. The age that I was when I got my first well-paying programming job, subtracted from sassafras age. Push AD. Now where's our equally matched pop AD? Move ECX some other crap. XOR jump if not 0. Or not XOR, it's just NOR. Still waiting for that guess. Alright, move ESI. Call that, which is just here. 7. Move EDI ESI. Oh, that's okay. Load the byte that is at ESI into AL. Don't mind if I take a look. Your voice, your mannerisms, your expertise, your baby. Oh, right. The proximity of your mouth to the foamy mic. I guess. Am I doing the mic wrong? I don't know anything about mics. Close. No, I am 30. I am 30. Only 30. I'm still wet behind the ears. I knew it! Yeah, that would mean that I got my first well-paying job as a programmer when I was 19. Clear carry. Yeah. I said 32 just to throw you off. Of course. Clear carry. Carry's already cleared. Decrement. Jump. Oh, we're doing this again. Do we ever store? That would be nice. Oh my god, we're finally going to do some storing, and you know where we're going to shove it? We're going to shove it in EDI. And we're already there. Yep, I guessed correct in my head and wrote the wrong number. No, I believe you. I'm sure you did. I mean, Canadians are known for not lying. They physically are born without the ability. Exactly. Yeah, funny story about how I got that job. My sister was going to the local community college. She left her computer logged into their Blackboard Learning. And in there's this messaging system where you could send an email, it's just a message, through Blackboard to people of your class or your instructor or whatnot. So I was sending them to herself, testing various cross-site scripting vulnerabilities, and I found one that worked and was completely hidden. So from there, I found who the web administrator was, and I emailed him a big write-up. And he essentially responded to me with, "Yeah, sure, kid." And I said, "Allow me to demonstrate." And I sent him a message on Blackboard, and then emailed him back and said, "Hey, I see you read my message." And I said, he said, "Well, yeah, how do you know? We don't have, any, how do you know I read it?" I said, "Oh, because here's your username and here's your password. And I now have an A in this class." And he was like, "Yeah, you should come in next week and we'll have a chat." I said, "Great. Let me undo everything here real quick. You might want to change your password." And then that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I was scared, though. I thought they were going to, I was like, my dad's like, "Well, they're either going to arrest you or give you a job." I was like, all right, well, cannot be run in MS-DOS mode. Cool. XOR ALCC. Nope. Sub-ALCL. And that's when you went to jail. No, I didn't, surprisingly. But, back then it was way different time. The internet was fun and easy to break. Yeah, people were honest. They just did things to be a nuisance, not to harm anybody. Add 54, add 11, roll by 28, carry is still 0. We're going to set carry, we're going to clear carry. So if it was, it would have been, and if it wasn't, it would have been, and it would have been cleared anyways. So I'm not sure what that is doing. I still don't understand it. If anybody knows an answer, let me know. And then shortly after that, I had posted this little blurb about myself on this website forum, and randomly I get a phone call from Lazarus Software. "Hey, we're developing a web game. It's a web-based text, turn-based RPG, MMORPG thing called Dark Throne. We want you to work for us." I said, "Okay. When do I start? Where do I go?" He said, "You're going to work from home. We're going to pay you this amount of money, and to show that we're honest and mean it, here's $500 for signing up, and a non-disclosure agreement, and a 2-year contract." The kicker was a 2-year contract, because in verbal, over the phone, I was like, "Well, 2 years, that's great and all, but what about after that?" He said, "Oh, we've got tons of things planned." Of course, I wasn't in the contract. And the end of that contract was the big .com crash, and every IT person in the world was just out on their ass. And here was little old Frank, who's ever had 2 IT jobs, and one was just a 2-year contract for some web company, still around today, darkthrone.com. And yeah, from there it was pretty much, how do you apply for a job when your competition's been doing it for 10 years and they all just got laid off too? Yeah, I survived it by getting my CNA and working for the state hospital. I did stuff on the side, but it was definitely a low point. Certified nursing assistant. Oh, cool. Not really. If you do it just standard, if you go to an old folks home, you're wiping butt, rolling people, feeding people, and I can't. I'm fine with the cleaning, the stuff like that, but feeding grown people, it's like a decency, dignity thing. It's like people say, "Well, but they need you to help them." I was like, "Yeah, I understand that, but I can't feed my own kids." It's like I cringe the whole time. It's like, "I'm so sorry, you have to eat this. It's disgusting. I wish you could eat something better." Don't worry, kid, you'll grow up soon. And yeah, so instead I went to the Oregon State Hospital and just, there everyone is in there because they're criminally insane or they pled insanity after committing a crime. Everybody in there committed a crime. Lots of murderists, rapists, chimos, things like that. And there it's pretty much prevent people from killing themselves or others while playing cards. All right, so now we're going to finally store something, and we're going to store it in EDI, and that is this address here. And what are we storing? We're going to store what's in AL, and that's a 5.5. And I bet that's not a capital M, but it's a 5.5, which is, I'll show you something here in just a minute. It rings a bell with me. Okay, so we've stored a 5.5. If I didn't like baby food I was feeding my kids, I wouldn't give it to... Well, to me it's okay, so the baby food flavor is fine. We would buy ones that the flavor, if I pretended it was applesauce, I could try it, then I would feed it to them. But for me, it's a textural thing. I don't like applesauce but once in a great while because the texture. I'd rather just eat an apple. And baby food is very, it's just that texture. You see that face? Just thinking about it, it's terrible. Anyhow, like it's made worse by knowing what it is beforehand. Like they put on the jar the picture of what it is. It's like, no, just write words. All right, like yogurt doesn't like show the cow and the udder and the milk and the cream and then the rotting and the fermenting and no, it just says yogurt. Then it says orange flavored or vanilla flavored. Yeah, boogie texture. Yeah. So that's my big thing. And then knowing that you're taking care of someone who's at that point in their life that all that they can eat is pureed meal, and it's like, I'm sorry. If I ever got to this point, I would want you to just take me out back and bury me, because if I can't eat like real food, I'm not eating that garbage. All right, so now we're going to loop. We're going to do this 100 billion times or until ECX is 0. We're not going to watch that. We're going to break point right here and hit F9. All right, so now this should all be unpacked at least once. And if we were to follow that address in the dump here, now let's son of a copy address. Okay. Analyze. Hey, look at that. It's exactly what I thought. It's push EBP because 55 is push EBP. And I bet you anything that we're going to end up here at some point running our program. Now, the problem with that is this program has definitely been a strange one thus far. So this return is going to go to here, which is going to jump to here, which is our pop AD. Woo, we made it. All right, now we just have to find the original entry point. I'm happy we connected as well. And people say I'm funny. People say I should try to be a comedian, but I feel like that's one of those things. If I try to do it, I could not do it. It just happens in the moment, and I don't know how to get that moment to happen when I want it to. Does that make sense? Probably not. Like, I know that sometimes when I put the time and energy into it, every next thought could be, a funny thing. How to antivirus crack Ollie DBG passkey? Yes, no. What? I don't know what you mean. Nah. How to antivirus crack Ollie DBG passkey? Yes, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say, yeah, no. Okay, so we made it to our pop AD, which by means of a jump to a jump. So we're going to hit F8. F8. Speaks in English ASM. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, it reminded me of those little letters you'd pass around in elementary, middle school. Be like, hey, do you like me? Circle 1. Yes, no, go the fuck away. I would always get it back circled, go the fuck away. So, I never really had a good Good choice, or a good opportunity there. So pop AD is of course going to restore our stack from whatever the hell they put on it. I circle yes. Okay. Add ESI 28. R data. Increment EDX. Compare DX with EDI plus 6. Just a random... What the... Hey, look, it's an 01. All right, good job. Jump if not equal. Wait, what? DX. EDI plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Anyways. Aha! So now the resource section. Remember that? Compare the dword.esi, which shows our data, with these, which is not going to be any of these because we followed that in the dump. We'll see that it is 616472 2E, which is none of these. And we're going to go right back into this whole thing, son of a bitch. Which means we're going to unpack. We're going to end up right here again. But since I do want to stall, I hit F8. What I was going to say was since I do want to see where it starts writing it to, I'm going to step into it. But I didn't. I hit F8. Let's follow and dump. Scroll up a bit. Somewhere in there. Let's hit F8 again. Okay, here's our pop AD. It's going to restore some stuffs. Okay, so now we have the data section. And let's try this again. I'm gonna hit F7. And at ESI, we want to put a break here. There we go. So EDI is this guy here, follow and dump, and that's right there. Now we can hit F9. Okay, it's filling them all with zeros. I love it. Pop AD, it's normal. And share. That's weird. What the hell does share have to do with this program? Okay, I think we're safe because I have that there. Bunch more zeros. Great. Grand, wonderful. Pop AD. And eventually, one of these is going to... Oh, this one will match. .rsrc. Yeah, there it goes. That brings us right on back down. You get back down there right now. RCEP. I believe one of these actually said that. Yep, this one there. Return, and that's going to bring us right here. So now we're out of it. Completely out of it. So we're going to do a Control A, let that catch up. And guys, she's there to sing some auto-tuned pop songs. Who's she? He is using Ollie Debugger. Did somebody ask me what I was using? Hello, just one question. Have you read the Intel manual before trying to crack anything? I have, actually. Oh, right. Cher. Damn it. Damn it. I forgot about Cher. You know, she's easy to forget, especially these days. It's like leather. Just want to have you. Yeah, the Intel manual is just fantastic. However, there's some old school things in there that I rarely see, but I still use. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break. We got about another hour. I'm gonna go do that thing with the stuff, which means I'm gonna put up a notepad that says "break time, motherfucker." Break time. It is breaking time. Okay. I'll be back very soon. Very soon. 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 Break time, okay, my friend? My friend? I'll be back very soon. Now I can focus on work. Yeah. I'll be back. I almost hit Windows L because at work I'm used to getting up and locking my computer. Anyways, I'll be right back. Enjoy this ad. No, I'm not playing an ad like that. Psych. It's hard to take a break without the cigarettes. Okay, my friends that stuck around, that is cool. Looks like we lost about 5, and that is about normal, because, hell, I wouldn't want to stare at that screen either. I wouldn't want to stare at it when I was sitting here. Actually, I probably would, because I find this stuff interesting. That's why I do it. And if there were other channels out there like this, I'd be watching it all day. Hint, hint. Okay. Not sure where we're at, but I know that we have unpacked everything at this point, I think. And soon, probably this pop AD and that return is going to take us to where we want to go. But we'll find out. Alright, remember this. He's back! InfoSec, let me Google it. I don't think so. Alright, rotation complete. We're going to move that into ESP plus 10. Then good old EBP over there, which was, I thought, our file handle, but that looks like the length. Maybe they were so close that I got them confused. I'm going to add that to EBP and store it here, right here. And we're going to move that into this address on the stack, which is here. It was supposed to be back-end development. Move EDI, this junk. Add to it EDI plus 3C. I want to just add it to it, but alright. Oh, it's the byte that's at EDI plus 3C. Got it. Move into EBX, EDI plus CO. What's at that byte? Alright, compare EBX with 0, jump of equal. Move EAX to this. Or it. Okay. It's not 0, promise. Compare EAX with the D word that's here. It is. And this was like that CRC, I believe, of the adding all the bytes in our file. And I bet that this would jump to, well, yeah, we'll see. But for now, it's going to go here. I figured it would jump to just killing the program or something. Okay. Load into ESI, EBP plus 4027DE, which is just crazy. We've seen this before, I think. Still not much there. I'm going to write it down just for in case. I'm sure we won't need it. We never do. But we're going to test the D word at EBP plus blah with 20. It's not equal, so we're not jumping. If it was equal, we'd be jumping there, which would jump here, but it's not, so let's not worry about it. Push ESI. ESI is that. Load into EDI this guy. XOR ECX ECX, so we're clearing it, we're jumping, compare byte ESI plus 4 with 0, jump if not equal. So we're going to come back up, we just jumped over, did a compare, jumping back, move into EDX some junk, add to that the D word that's here, and we have this fancy value, which is just fantastic. Okay, interesting. We're going to jump back down, compare what's at EDX with 0. It's not, so we're going to jump. We're going to increment ECX, add EDX4, compare it with 0. It's not. We're going to do this a while. And we'll know how many times we did it because ECX will tell us. We're going to hit F9, and we would have been waiting a while, at least 43 iterations, which is 67 iterations. Add ESI OC. All right. Compare the byte at ESI plus 4 with 0. It's not. Do it again, it says. It's almost like it's finding its own entry point for us right now. And eventually we'll land here. And we're going to clear EDX, which is this guy here. then we're going to push EAX once we put a 5 there and multiply it by ECX, and that's why we're clearing EDX. So likely this won't be important either, but I'm going to write it down. Clear EDX, move a 5 in there, multiply ECX, and of course that's going to multiply it by the 5 and store it in EAX 370. We're going to push EAX, we're going to push a 0, and then we're going to call global allocate. And let's make note of this address and follow it in the dump, because who knows what the hell it's going to write there. We're going to OR EAX to make sure it worked. It did, so we're not going to pop and return. We're instead going to go through the motions. We're going to store that pointer in the address that's at EDI. And we're also going to store it in EDI plus 4. All right. And then we're going to pop ESI. And we're going to jump back up here. And back up here. Move EBX. Hey, it's the afternoon for you now. Get a beer. It is afternoon. It is 2 minutes afternoon, but that means that in approximately 2 hours I have to drive. I guess I could have a beer. Let's take a vote. Type 1 for joining me in having a beer. Type 0 for I'd be drinking alone. I'd be drinking alone. Add EBX to that. It's not musical crack me. I wish it was. We'll get to that one because it looks like a lot of fun. But this one is just some sort of music app thing. I don't know. Move EAX, EBX, that's this guy. I don't know that I ever wrote it down. I didn't. But we've seen it a few times, so I'm going to grab it. Then we're going to call right here. Looks like a CRC again, but the return is likely not going to go to where we think it's going to go, so we're going to follow it. Load a byte into ES or AL from ESI. Roll it, store it in EDI, so that's interesting. Let's follow this in the dump. Compare with 0. It's going to do this a few times. User 32.dll. We are building an import table, it looks like. Load in EAX, that right there, and follow and dump. Push EAX and return. So now we're going to go there. We didn't need to follow and dump. We need to follow in dissembler. Let's hit F7. Here we are. We're going to push that. And then we're going to call load library A. Okay, I'm out of context, and I just saw the bunch of music symbols on the top. Oh, oh, yeah, no. Load library A, great. Let's get some user 32 in here. We got it. Now what? Push EAX. Test. Jump if equal, it's not. Load into EAX this guy. Push EAX, move EAX, EBX. Jump. Compare byte 0, increment. That's going to be a little while. There we go. Pop EBX. Do we have another pop AD somewhere? No, we have another push AD. Jesus. There's a pop AD. Something's got to be coming up soon. Oh, good heavens. Some more of this. I'm going to follow it. ESI. Stored in EDI. Get client rect. Okay. So we're going to call, well, we're going to get the address of that so that we can call it later. So get client rect. It's going to try and maybe draw on the screen. which tells me that maybe we are unpacked at this point. Jump, do some more garbage, test the length of these every time. Adjust window rectangle. Okay, we need to get out of here. Pop AD, which was only used before that, so it wasn't really useful. Store the adjust window. It's building an import register, or an import address table, it looks like. And it's storing them all at EDX, which if we follow into assembler, yes it is. What do you know? It's building its import table right now. It's doing it. It's gonna do it for a long time. Sprintf. Ooh, buddy. Alright, so ideally, let's follow these in the dump. We'll be able to see them show up one by one. So it's going to jump if equal. So eventually we should end up down here. This is going to jump to there. Sometime we'll land here or here. This may be a bit of a long shot, but I'm going to hopefully cover everything close enough. I'm going to go through it one more time just to make sure, excuse me, that none of these go past. Okay, it doesn't go past. Doesn't go past. That one goes past. Well past. Okay, that's that thing that we've been going to. That's fine, because it's going to return back. Except, wait, that jumps to it. That's strange. And it does return, so I'll put this here just in case. Okay, we should be okay to hit run. Okay, I did hit the return there, and it does return back to here, so I'm going to hit run, I'm going to remove that, and hit run. Okay, here we are. Now, hopefully, yeah, I knew it. So that one's going to continue to go back up. We need to land here, and run. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, there's no best. I use Antics is nice, and then there's another one called well, I like Manjaro, but forget what it's called right now. There's another one that I use quite frequently. Compare EX1, jump of short, so now we're going to go on down here. What does this call? Move AL, byte, increment, exchange, EAX. Don't need to follow that. Okay, jump. Okay. Kali Linux is funny. Of course it's funny. Its entire reason for existing is funny. Pop AD, jump to return. The return is exit user thread. That's not good. We've been found out. We've so been found out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we're going to put that back there, which would be before our pop AD. We can't get back what was in here. We may need to put a breakpoint right there. And rerun. But let's try this. New origin here. Yeah, this is not going to work. Yeah. And of course, this being that, what it is, as soon as we rewind, hopefully I left most of the needed breakpoints because we got close. Run. Run, 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 run faster. Son of a bitch. Okay. Where'd my fucking breakpoints go? Why are you not breaking? Ah, it's the N3 that I was scared of before. Remember? Fuck. Well, of course my breakpoints aren't there anymore because they were in spaces. Oy vey. Be right back. Well, fair enough. They called, it rang, I answered, they were no longer there. Okay, so rewind. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to say that I'm done unpacking this because that little slip of the finger cost the whole damn thing. And I don't want to continue because we don't have time to manually go through it all again. View and 3 breakpoints. Active, active, active. Been sending too many messages. Wow. How do you show that small arrow? Oh yeah, just gotta analyze. Control A. Oh, no. So when you set up all, you gotta go to options. You gotta go to debugging. Let's see here. Code? Oh, here we go. No, advanced. There you go. In CPU, show jump path, show grade if jump is not taken. By default, those are usually off. Not sure why, but yeah. Go in there, check. You'll be good to go. The range is everything. 0 to FFFFFFFF. Was that 8 Fs? Exceptions are evil. You know, you just ignore them all. Alright, we're getting close to back where we were here. Yeah, we are back. And we know that this that guy do any of these come down to here other than that or past there? No. Okay, so I should be able to F9. Don't need you. There we go. So this is that jump of equal. That one's fine. Now this EBP to C, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't already joined the community, yeah. By all means, join up. follow and dump that memory address. It's not O2, it's 3D. So we're going to jump, load EAX, move ECX6 to A, jump to here, which calls this F8, jumps to here, move EBX, bloody blar, five, 6, C9. If this one doesn't work, we'll try the other way with it. Welcome aboard, mateys. Alright, so we're going to XOR those two. Jump if they're equal. They are, so now we can continue. Loop until ECX is 0. And we're loading from ESI. We're doing some stuff. We're storing an EDI, follow and dump. We're going to do that for a little while. There we go. Control A. What do you know? More stuff. Okay, F8. Is debugger present? Do we want to call is debugger present? Well, we're going to get the address of it here. And then we're going to be calling it. XOR EAX, EAX, jump if 0. We want to just always jump, okay? We're going to go ahead and just set this to 0. Is debugger present can just go fuck itself. Thank you. Test dword pointer blah with 0. Okay. And it is not 1. Otherwise, we would come down here. Now, I would say make note here, but I don't know if my notes will stay up. Where are you guys talking? I see the stuff, but... General. Of course y'all in general. Hello, what's this community about? Purely... It's about learning to think. It's Meeseeks. Hi, I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Yeah. Of course I have a Discord. The link is even in the description and everything. Here, I'll paste it in the chat. Oh, God. I mean, it's nothing fancy like yours. It doesn't play along or anything. It's just your standard everyday Discord. It's about learning to use your brain. Like... Think for yourself. Use your resources. That's what it's about, you know? Int 68. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, hey, Sass. With your fancy name, like, I don't even know how to make my name do that. Like, I've got an idea. Let me try it here. Change nickname. Does this work? No, that didn't work. Let's try it like this. Still too long. Fuck it. I don't know. Unicode. I like it. Still not sure how you did it, but pretty, you know, this type of file, that type of file. It's more along the lines of you provide an interesting file that we can learn something from, and we'll spend a few hours looking at it. Pop dword EBX. Okay, so we're going to store that value. All right, I'm clicking links. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, you just straight up using the Unicode characters. I get it. This is what I'm doing. Bam. Bam. Oh, that's epic. Just show squares for me. It's squares, but it says FJLJ in them. I'm so sad. What, they're like filled in? Oh, you know why? Probably. Let's give you a roll. Oh. Are you on a Mac? How does... Oh, okay. Well, let me... This one's nowhere near as cool, but I'll try it. This work? That looks alright, but not as good as the other one. Meanwhile, I see the fonts. I know you do. Do you have an extended character files? No, I don't. You're not stupid. You just have bad luck when thinking. I love it. All right, back to the important, not important work. Compare DI with 1297. It's not 1277. It's not. It's not. It's blank. All right, it's blank. Push EAX and return. Have we found it? Was it this value all along? Or does it change every time? Push and return. XOR AL. Nope, we haven't got there yet. Yeah, pretty much anything just to dig around. Now, malwares, games, sure, why not? But, you know, just for fun. There ain't no profit to be had unless you want a lawsuit. Move ECX, 6, blah, blah, blah. Store that byte. EDI. Man, we're still at it. Oh my goodness. Storing zeros over here. Okay. Lots and lots of zeros. Push EAX. XOR EAX. Pushed it. Okay, FS, got it. ESP, got it. Jump. We better analyze. Oh god, we're in trouble now. Where have I gone? This is not going to end well. Processors do not like zeros. Something we did not did. I feel like we were supposed to not hit that. Because it done cleared itself all out everywhere. Fuck. And now we're out in the middle of nowhere. You know what happens when you hit run here? This. Holy shit, how did... I'm so incredibly confused right now as to how that happened. DSP, no, it's ESP. Oh, good. This... fuck. We were here, and we were about to execute a bunch of zeros. And then it... Oh. Is there a call to set unhandled exception filter? Of course not. Let's do intermodular calls. No. Let's say, because that's my trick. All right. It's my trick. So it's running. It says demo. Of course, it's paused right now. I'll hit F8. Problem with that is I have no clue where the address of entry point was. Well, let's do a control F9, execute till return. Fast system call. Return. Right there. Right there. I'm not sure he is cracking at this point. Should it say demo? Yeah, it should say demo, because we're just trying to get it to load in Ollie unpacked. Can I post some virus software that I would like to know how it works? Yes. Just make sure and label it as such and give it an extension that is not executable, like do not fucking run this outside of a VM. Okay. We're executing in the stack now. Are you kidding me? Well, at this point, what we do is we minimize, grab that, we Windows D hopefully works. No, fucking course not. And what we want to do is go to desktop. Jesus. Okay, as long as it's not, yeah. I mean, I don't know what Discord will do or detect or anything, but you can definitely try. I like tearing apart viruses, especially ones I didn't write. I mean, I've never written a virus, except that one time when I was really young at band camp. S. I wish I could see. Oh, look, it is. Yeah, that's not it. That is it, I think. We need to go back a ways because I forgot to copy the address, I think. Maybe it's on my clipboard. Maybe. Just maybe. No, it's definitely not because I just copied that. Son of a bitch. Okay. Let's go back a long ways. Not quite that far. Search for names. Oh, we're in NTDLL. Search for all intermodal. No, strings. Strings. I saw a string earlier that was like instrument. Do you see the word instrument? Anybody? Because that was at the beginning. Oh, look, I breakpointed it. Edit, copy address. What's happening? So yeah, Sila, whatever you want to call it. Lunchtime for me has been enjoyable listening to your work. Well, enjoy your lunch, please. And then I'm going to do the same here in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Did I just try to kill this? Son of a bitch. I'm an idiot. I meant to kill this. We'll try detach. Oh, that's why I couldn't do it. And then I had killed it, so the detach just killed it. Son of a bitch. Let's do the old Dreamer. Got it. Cool, don't care. Yeah, that's definitely not correct. I know that this isn't correct. And of course it's probably changed now anyways. So, what we can try to do is attach to Dreamer. Run. Control. I just analyzed NTDLL. I might stream Sunday afternoon, evening, going. Oh, excellent! Camping is fun. Otherwise, if you're still on after lunch, talk to you later. Well, talk to you later. Absolutely a pleasure and a treat. Oh my. What was that other one that I had? Of course, I fucking deleted it. I hate you. Kidding, I don't, but I do. Does anybody remember that number? 450150. Definitely not that. Am I recording? Oh, hell. I'm recording. Yay. Let me scrub back. Here. Vidges. Today. 4.6. Control CV. Oh, it's huge. Hey, daytime stream. Yeah, kinda. Just about to wrap it up. Not going to be able to tonight, so doing a little bit now. I'm going to try to scrub through this as quick as possible, but since it's so huge, that might be a problem. Hello? I did try to mute it. Fuck. Can't fast forward. I'm not going to watch the whole damn thing. That won't work. Let's try it. Classic. No. Opening. Playing. Nope. Yeah, I'm in VLC, but since it's not a complete... I guess I could hit stop recording, and then it would work, but... No. Go away, Classic. Open with VLC. Yeah, well, let me go forward. Video. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit stop recording. Stop recording. And then I'll hit start recording. What do you know? Now I can play the original one. And I should be able to scrub wherever the hell I want. It's just going to take a little while. And... Hey, I got to the right spot. And it was 401551. Hey, what do you know? We found it. And for some reason, it will not analyze. Like, it thinks that this is just hell. But it is the right spot, and it did not want to dump it. Which is strange, because when we ran it in Ollie and got to here, we could see all this and make changes and search it, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to try something, though. I'm going to go File, Save. Where's the Save button? Okay, and then I'm going to try and pause in Alt F9. Of course it won't work. try that. Nope. No, not Control F8. Control F9. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is next time manually unpack it. Let's see if we can do something like this. Let's go pause. Yeah, just kill it. Okay, Ollie. Let's see if we can go to that address. Control G. Yep. Put a breakpoint on it and run. No. So the whole is debugger present thing, we're going to have to go through and do that again. We're going to have to go through the whole damn thing one more time. And once we get to that whole spot where it's going to undo all that, we'll be able to analyze, do all that. But real quick, let's see if everyone's favorite tool does everything that it should just by off the bat. Let's give it a quick shot. We've got 12 minutes. Let's try X32. See what it does. Okay, we paused here. This is the demo version of Dreamer. I wish I could see it. Alt-T, there we go. So this did just fine in overcoming it. There's no jump here, which tells me that this call is going to be vital. So we're going to F8, leave return, F8. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not that cool. So Dreamer demo, where are you looking at? I'm looking at you. The funny thing is, as far as jumps, like we land on this and that tells us that it's a demo. Let's F8 our way down and see if we can get another return. Ideally, we find one that jumps over this stuff from somewhere. I'm going to Control F9, execute till return. Let's see if this works. I doubt that it will. Correct. It doesn't. Did it execute till return and we landed here? That's interesting. Whoa. All right. So let's search for current module string references. Take care, rest well. Dreamer demo, 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 demo. You can only put blah, blah, blah. Save is the word we want to look for. Save. So something calls this, and we don't want it to call that. We want it to call the other one instead. Leave return. Whoops, I forgot to press run. Oh god. God, it's hating being ran in this. Okay, definitely didn't pause there. Well, fucking go to it. Son of a bitch. Oh, it did pause there. Right. Okay. Because I had it on the return. Okay, so F8. And that's a funny looking call. It's just that same loop. That's crazy. Hello, Helium. Has been a while, hasn't it? Help. About. Dreamer. Alright, reserve. Other. You see the assembly? It's been like all over the logos. It's pretty crazy. I'm a little under the weather. Jump if not equal. Well, that was a lucky guess. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a little bit of allergies. The weather is nice out all of a sudden, and then it gets rainy, and then it's nice, and it's rainy. So it's like pollen, wet, pollen, wet, warm and wet. Warm and wet makes mold. And so I'm going to just not jump here, which what the hell happened to my... There we go. It's close. It's close. I'm going to do the old move trick here for a minute. Just so I can remove this breakpoint and hit run. And hopefully it won't shit itself. Alright. So that causes it to not do anything. Somewhere in here is going to be what we need to patch. Good Lord. That one takes you a ways out. Okay, well, bye for now. I'll watch full video. Oh, yeah. Still that weirdo. Yeah, I'm still a weirdo. Everybody knows it. Gotta be weird. File, save, break. Ready, break. Okay, so we're going there. We're going to compare. We're going to not go to that. But that's dream, star.dream. This is going to go to here and compare that. Jump not equal calls this. And is this the... Okay, I'm going to here. Hit F7 instead of F8, so let's hit F9. Jump if not equal. Now this... Let's try to just skip this one for now. Alright, so that didn't open at all. Okay, that opens it, but it doesn't like it. Cannot save in this version. Okay. Now, yay, we broke right here. So we know that that all happens in here. Oh, look, there's that call. Now, we know that this jumps over that. This one. We know that. We know this. But so does this and this. But this one specifically, this call, and that is the call to this. Which we don't want to happen. We don't want it. Which this one specifically brings us to it. Alright. Okay, so here we go. This one, we want to go binary, edit. 0, 0. Just do it. Do it. Do what I say. Do it now. Do it. File, save. It breaks because I told it to. Let's hit run. Here! Okay, this is gonna shit itself. Cannot save. What? How? Oh, and one thing, I'm planning to mine for y'all. Oh, well, awesome. Yeah, I don't know. You can reset it. Oh, wait, we were supposed to take this jump, right? Not always. Let's hit run and find out. File save. Okay, so yeah, we're supposed to take the jump. JMP, my friend. His name is JMP. File save. Okay, well then. This 3EA, 3E9, 3E. These are just... Okay, so here's the funny part. This is the call to do the whole thing. I'm putting this in the wrong spot. This was the call to that. So it's this one that we need to take, not the other one. Jeez, Frank. Save. This should... Okay, it does pause. If we come down here, it's just going to return. Do we just nope that call? Well, let's take this jump and see what happens. Probably nothing. So this is the call to the demo. You know, I feel like they just made a demo version that took out the saves. I'm going to try to jump to here. 06 2C7. Nothing. Only thing I can think of is there's another one, and we need to set this because this one goes over that. This is the you can't save. I think this is just the save button, and really what we're seeing here is it's gonna in here it's gonna draw it, and then here it's gonna say you can't save. Because if we nope this, what the hell? Binary, fill with nopes. Okay. So if we do that, now we should still get our window, which of course is fucked up because I'm attached to it. We won't get an error message and it won't save. So I think what we actually need to do is build into it a save function like this. It wouldn't do you any good to unpack it because it's literally a demo, I think. It's still fucked. Like, there's no register in here. There's no, like, even in about, there's nothing. So even if we did unpack it, we'd still be at the same point where we need to write in functionality to actually do the saving. And on that note, we are 10 minutes over. I've got a few things I got to get done, and I will see you guys tomorrow. No, I won't. I work tomorrow, so I'll see you guys next week. So we did some unpacking, and then I screwed it up. We could unpack, but then we find that it's a demo version of a program. We'll look at this a little bit more and see if we can just put in a save, because it wouldn't be too hard to just do a create file A, grab the stuff, save it in there. As long as it's there. It kind of depends on how much they took out. If somebody has more information on this, like if there is a register somewhere, but from what I can tell so far, this is a demo version made specifically to be a demo version. It doesn't contain full functionality. Just off first look here. If I'm wrong, awesome, we'll figure it out. But from here, I'm going to exit. And that will be me signing out for the day. If you guys enjoyed it and are more available during the day, we might be able to do this a bit more, because it did work out pretty well, at least for my end. I'm not beat yet. The kids are at daycare and school, so I'm not tired. But yeah. That one's very interesting and fun. The packing in it is definitely unique, I will say that. This is that music app, and from what I can tell, it's not disabled, it's removed. A quick test though for that. Let's attach to it with X64 real quick. And see if there's any calls to create file. God, this gets so fucked up every time you start it. Search for current module, enter modular calls, create file. Yeah. Interesting. This is not correct. Four 01551. Search for current module, intermodular calls. Unless they're all handwritten, which is just, oh golly. What? I did not say symbols. What the hell? Ah, fair enough. Doesn't do what I thought it did, but... Yeah, like there's no jump over any of these things. It's just built straight into it. Like we could nope this and not have that nag at the beginning. Pretty sure it's... What function? The time wasted? Yeah, it's loaded at runtime. I'm sure it's stored in a file or something. Registry. Here's the question. Is it different for 64? Right, it can't run 64 on here. 64 and 32, or are they shared? So if they're shared, that gives you a pretty good idea that they're either in a main folder somewhere, or they are in registry. That's just their paths. That's your mnemonic lookup. Windows constants. There you go. Time wasted debugging equals 2100. Let's set that to 21,000. There you go. So if you want to reset it, it's just stored in here. Zero. And it looks like they're not shared, so time wasted debugging is 0. And if you want to change that string, just use resource hacker. You can res hacker. Back in the day, like when I created mul, I didn't just change the name of the file. I used a hex editor and a resource hacker, and I changed every single reference inside the file to mul. So it doesn't say ollie anywhere in it. Anyways, string table. It's going to be in here somewhere. Dialog. No, this is... Wait, that's not the launcher. Is it? No. Could have sworn it was in here. Yeah, stream's totally over. Just screwing around now, so feel free to watch or don't. Could have sworn we found this once already, guys. It's probably in the DLL. module, string references. Hey, did you remove W7X4 from your site? I don't think so, maybe. Let me take a look. You know what I should be doing? I should be reversing x64 or x32 DBG with Ollie. Alright, what was the link? Alright, fair enough. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's not there. Oh, it's in x32 GUI.dll. Well, hello, Nomade. Welcome aboard. Time spent sitting. Time sitting in chair. Patch file. Time sitting in chair. All right. There we go. And with that, I'm going to ixnay on out of here. Scram. Yeah. Anyhow, hope you guys had fun following along with manually unpacking a very strange packer. It seemed to have like 3 different stages. We did get there once, and then I accidentally hit run before we could try to actually dump it. I'm going to find a few packing tutorials, ones that are already made. We're going to follow those along nice and slow. We'll incrementally go up and take what we learned from the actual dumping and fixing of the import address table, so that we are more comfortable with it together and we learn to identify these things. Like when you run the program and you see, why don't you use the decompiler from IDA with, I don't know. Don't ever think about it. Anyways, we'll do that so that we have more familiarity with the concepts. Because if you know the principles, you know the concepts, then you know how to do it. Like right now, we manually unpacked it. We got there, we got it to where it would run an ollie, and we could see things. But then I accidentally hit F9 instead of F8. And we did that again. I accidentally did the same thing, which is okay. But one thing about that program is I have the sneaky suspicion that it is straight up a demo made to be a demo, whereas we probably need to go into there where that call to those boxes are, and replace that with an actual save function. And best combination decompiler from IDA. Are you talking about Snowman or Hexrays? And you can tie that into X32. Like, I'm X64, X32 DBG noob. I'm trying to get used to it. I'm old school Ollie. I use it when I have to, and I'm trying to get used to it. I don't know any of the ins and outs of the secrets or what you can do with it or what add-ons you can do with it yet. So if you guys have suggestions on that for me, I definitely want to get there. I'm just not quite there yet. Other than that, I'll see you next time. And of course, join Discord. Why wouldn't you? We're all in here talking about this stuff all day. I see most of you already have, so thank you. And appreciate all your support and everything. Au revoir.